Guys, look at all the pretty snow. I don't know if you can tell, but it's still snowing. I love snow. Hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Today's video is on this halo eye attempt. I really like the look of the halo eye. I think it's beautiful. I love that like pop in the center of your eyelid and whatnot. I've always been too like timid or afraid to create looks like this because of the fact that you get really dark in your inner corners, and I figured with smaller eyes it might just make my eyes look way smaller than I already have. I wanted to do something very like soft and muted down or whatever, but I still ended up pretty glam in my opinion. But anyway, I used the Jaclyn Hill palette today, gifted to me by my sister for my birthday. Thank you so much, Mimi, for giving me the palette. I absolutely love her. I think she is stunning. I do want to say a couple of things about the palette. One being that the colors are, pretty blendable, extremely pigmented, but you know what? It's nothing like different than the ordinary. I feel like my Morphe 35O palette and the Jaclyn Hill palette both sort of perform the same in my personal opinion. I love the blendability in both. I've been having lots of fun with this. I feel like I'm gonna create a million looks with this palette because there's so much going on. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming with how much is going on in this palette, I'm not gonna lie, because there's like 35 colors. That's a lot for your girl. So I'm gonna quit my babbling and let's just get right into this. Yes! Okay, so for primer today, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Cornelious. Since this palette doesn't really have like, a brow bone or bone color or whatever to set an eyeshadow primer, I figured I'd just start with one of my, Super Shock shadows as a base. Now I'm going to go into the shade Creamsicle with this BH Cosmetics fluffy brush, and I'm basically just going to put this into my crease. Now I'm going to go into the shade Buns using my MAC 217 brush, and I'm basically going to pack this on the outer corner and in the inner corner. And then whatever's left on the brush, I am just going to blend right into that crease. I'm going to take that first blending brush that I started with and sort of just blend this out. Now I'm going to go into the shade Mocha, and I'm just going to pick it up on this like small crease brush here by Makeup Geek, and I'm basically just going to pack a tiny bit on the outer corner here and a little bit here. Go back in with my MAC 217 and just blend that out. Go back into Creamsicle and just add a little bit in that same spot just to blend these shades nicely. So for my lid, I'm going to start with Crayon Apple, and I'm going to pack just a tiny bit of that on that center portion of my eyelid right there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Queen and then tap that on top of that. Go back into the shade Mocha and sort of just add a little bit more, as I feel like it's a little too light in the inner corners. Go back in with my 217 and blend more. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is basically just put on my face, and then we'll come right back for the lower lash line. Yeah. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm going to go into Creamsicle again on that same little crease brush that I've been working with. Nothing crazy fancy or different. And I'm basically just going to smudge this just a little bit lower than my actual line. I have some creasing there that I just want to cover up with eyeshadow. I might have brought it a little too low, but whatever. and just like that, the creasing is gone. Now I'm gonna pick up just a tiny bit of that mocha color on this flat definer brush, and I'm going to smudge that like right where my bottom lashes are. Do you want to add just a little bit more of a pop on my eyelid here? So I'm gonna go back into, what is this? Queen. I'm gonna go back into Queen and just pop a little bit more of that gold. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take my MAC 217 without any product and again, blend this out. For inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go into the shade, is this Beam? Beam? There's only really two like inner corner highlights or whatever, so either one would work. And I'm gonna place just a tiny bit on the high points of my brow. I didn't even have to dip it back in. I'm just using whatever's left over, to be honest. I'm also going to add a little bit of brown eyeliner into my waterline and my tight line. And then of course I'm gonna add a ton of mascara. So for lips, I'm gonna test out two different options here. I'm curious as to see which one would look better. The first one I'm going to do is this M Cosmetics lip cloud in the shade Rose Nude. I am gonna line my lips first though with Lovely Frappuccino by Essence. And then the second option I have is Pitch by ColourPop. It is a matte lippy stick in this super deep, dark, like espresso-like color that I think would look stunning with this look. And that's all I've got for you guys today, so hopefully you enjoyed my attempt today at this halo eye using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye! My hair is still wet. Yeah. I just realized my light was set up wrong. Looking good, looking good. Need a sip of my drink. Okay, so now what am I even in focus? Am I in focus? Am I in focus? How many times am I gonna say that?